Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. The weekend is quickly approaching. It is Friday night, and this weekend is not a lazy weekend. Don't be like these Anatolian shepherds here sleeping and those Anatolians over there sleeping. What you need to be doing is you need to be thinking about what you need to do now, not tomorrow. And while I was out working on the homestead earlier today, clearing the woods like I've been trying to get done, I've been thinking, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make this video now or later on, but I figured right now is the best time to make the video. I know it's Friday night. There's probably people out doing their thing or people at home wanting to watch a video or watching other channels. I was actually getting ready to watch a live stream from Marfugal News and decided I'll rewatch his video later. I'm going to go ahead and make my video because I think it's important to reach out to everybody and get everybody thinking because, like I said, tomorrow is the weekend. We need to start getting things done today, not tomorrow. We need to stop pushing things off tomorrow and get it done now. So I just want to go over some things. I made a list over here, and I just want to go through some things that you might not be thinking about now that can greatly benefit you with everything going on in this world right now, and everything that's going to be coming up. We need to start doing things. So, since I'm out clearing the woods, the number one thing everybody should be thinking about doing right now, firewood. I know everybody's burning firewood right now. Everybody's thinking about spring. They're like, oh, I want to get out of the firewood. I want to get into spring. I want warmer weather. I don't want to think about cold. But that's the number one thing you should probably be doing right now is gathering firewood for next year. If you cut down green trees every year, then you need to be cutting those trees down now, especially if you're in an area like I am in St. Joe, Arkansas, where you have hardwoods, where back in Colorado, when you saw my other videos, I had pine and aspen, which was softwood, and they dry out a lot faster in a dry climate. I'm here in a wet climate. It takes a lot longer. So get your firewood ready for this next winter towards October, November, December time period, depending on where you live. Winter can be sooner, it can be later, but you want to get your firewood gathered up. You want to get it cut. You want to get it drying out. You want to get it under cover eventually in the next few months. So that way, summertime, it just soaks or sucks all the moisture out and it doesn't get soaked in all the rain. If you have garden beds, everybody knows that watches this channel. I have not had the opportunity to start doing my garden beds. But for those of you out there with garden beds, we need to start thinking. We don't want to push things off tomorrow. We want to get it done today. So if you have garden beds, you want to get out there, you want to start getting them cleaned up. However, if you're in a colder climate like Colorado, North Dakota, things like that, where you're underneath snow, you're not going to be able to do that. Here in Arkansas, we already have grass growing. We have trees budded out. We have ferns rolled out. Some leaves are starting to pop on different vines and things like that. We can do work around here. If you live south of me, you're getting better weather. If you have garden beds, start getting them cleaned out, get them prepped, get them ready for seeds. That's my next thing. Even if you're in colder climates, Home Depot, everybody has rolled out seeds. The feed store where I get my seeds, they're getting seeds in. You need to get seeds now. You want to start thinking. The way the world is happening and the things that are happening in the world right now, everybody is turning and they're realizing what's going on, and everybody is starting to jump on the bandwagon. Egg prices have climbed up, so what's everybody doing? They're running out to get chickens. What's that going to do for chicken prices? It's going to raise the cost of chickens. Then you got a shortage of that. Same thing with seeds. You want to get out. You want to get your seeds now. You don't want to get your seeds in another couple months when everybody's ready to put seeds in the ground. You want to have your seeds prepared, ready to go before they go out of supply, shortages, whatever. Get your seeds now. While you're out doing the shopping, getting seeds, go to your local grocery store. Grab some extra food. Stock a little bit of canned meat, ramen noodle, soups, vegetables, whatever you can, throw a little extra on your shelf because no matter what, you're going to eat food. Food prices keep climbing. Who knows how high they can climb? Uh, if you've been watching this channel, you understand that I've said since last year, I think between August to November this year, I think we're going to have some food crises, some big food shortages here where you might not even be able to. I'm not 100% sure, but I have this gut feeling seeing how everything's been rolling over. It's not going to hurt to have a little extra food on your shelves. That's one thing you should be stocking up today, not tomorrow. Um, Prepare for the baby chicks. Everybody likes Tractor Supply. I know the last couple years, Tractor Supply gets their baby chicks in and other stores, and they go out very fast. If you think they've gone out faster over the last 2 years after what happened in 2020, be prepared now with chicken eggs being so expensive. There's going to be a lot more people running to get those baby chicks. So this is another thing you got to think about. You want to start thinking before the crowd jumps. You want to already have what they're going to be wanting put back. It's going to be hard to get baby chicks. You can try to get on the list for the hatcheries and things like that. But get ready. Spring is right around the corner. Find land. If you're looking at moving out of town, if you're looking at homesteading, if you're looking at buying a ranch, buying a farm, buying woods, whatever, you want to start looking at land now. The reason I say you want to look at land now is because here in Arkansas, after spring hits in March, there's leaves everywhere. You can't see more than 5-10 feet through the woods. When I looked at my 120 acres, it was all leaves. I couldn't see through the property. I had no idea what the terrain was, but the person was willing to owner finance. So I jumped at the chance and bought the property. Now it turns out it is good property. I like it. It wouldn't work for a lot of people because it's mountainous. There's cliffs and things like that that people don't want, but it worked for me. If you want to buy land, if you want to homestead, now is the time because next couple months the leaves are coming out. You're not going to be able to see the land. So you want to get that stuff taken care of now. For those of you that got big fuel storage containers for gas, for diesel, for kerosene, all those type of things, you want to start thinking in the next probably 30 to 60 days before they start rolling over to summertime prices. You're going to want to stock up on fuel. If you think fuel's going to go really high this summer, we know every summer fuel prices go up. It's always more expensive in the summer than it is in the winter. Propane prices, however, natural gas, things like that, you want to wait until the summer because then the cold season's over. But gasoline, diesel, sometimes kerosene, you want to buy during the winter because when you go to summertime value, the prices shoot up, people travel, gas gets more expensive. We just saw what happened in 2022. Last year, people were seeing $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 gas all across the U.S. You want to stock up now before those prices hit the summer again. If you're looking at getting animals, I understand it's wintertime. I understand you can't pasture animals right now. Feed prices are high because it's winter. But if you're looking at getting animals, you want to look at getting animals now. You don't want to wait a couple months until spring or going into summer to get animals because everybody's going to be doing that. As soon as grass is out, there's pasture, everybody's going to go get those animals. Once again, just like Tractor Supply, everybody's going to be going for the baby chicks. As soon as it's warm, everything's ready to go. Everybody's going to be going to get the baby goats, get the baby cows, get whatever type of animals you might want. It's going to be taken up and there's going to be a small supply. So you want to jump on animal deals now. I know a lot of goats are having babies now. Cows are having babies right now. Now is the time to grab them up before everybody else jumps on that bandwagon. If you plan to seed for pasture, then now is also the time. You want to go get the seed for the 50-pound sacks of seed for your pasture mixes. You want to get your fertilizer. I know fertilizer is still very expensive. Seed prices are very expensive. But think of what's going to happen in the next couple months when all the farmers are buying up fertilizer. Prices are going to go up. Supply is going to go down again. You want to have that stuff now. It's not going to hurt to have seed, fertilizers, things like that stocked up in your shed or in your house or in your barn or whatever for a couple months until seeding time and fertilizing time to get things out and already have it. You don't want to go to the store 3 months from now and they say, oh, we don't have any fertilizer right now. Oh, we don't have any pasture seed right now. It's all been bought up or a supply crisis hits and they can't get it in. Then you're going a whole nother year until you can get pasture established. Get your bags now. Any type of tools for gardening, anything you're thinking of, chainsaws, shovels, rakes, all that type of stuff. You want to start getting that stuff now before spring kicks in and everybody's going out to get that. You have to understand more people are going into homesteading now than ever before. More people are studying, looking up, researching how people lived in the old days. Why? Because people can't afford to live in the cities. They can't afford the gas. They can't afford all these different things. They're trying to find ways of having a family that they can produce their own garden, produce their own meat, and get back to the old ways. And the more people doing that and more people watching these videos, they're going to be going out, getting the shovels, getting the rakes, getting the picks, getting the wheelbarrows, all those type of things. You want to do that now. We all know when spring and summer gets here, those prices also climb. Wintertime, it's normally cheaper because nobody's buying that stuff in the winter. So sometimes they have discounts or reduced prices and things like that. Look for those things now, not in 3 months. Um, any type of spring and summer items, clothing, shoes, whatever. If you can look around, sometimes Walmart rolls that stuff out now. Other stores roll it out now. Same thing with the holidays. They're always a couple months before. Get those items now. A lot of people wait until springtime to get pool noodles and things like that for your pool, and then they're sold out and they don't have them for 2-3 months. That's because everybody waits till that last minute, then they all rush to grab it for pool season. And it doesn't have to be homesteading. I'm talking any spring and summer items, pool noodles, umbrellas, wicker furniture, things like that. Doesn't matter. Whatever you need for the spring, summer, you should be looking at buying those items now before the herd mentality goes to get them later. And the last thing that I can think of right now, if you're not in a frozen climate right now, like Colorado and other places, is your rain catchment systems. For those of you that aren't in states where it's illegal, like Colorado was when I was out there, Arkansas is not. If you're going to do rain catchment, now is the time to start buying all the things you need for your rain catchment system. Get everything prepped and ready to install it. So when the last freeze is over, you can go ahead, put the system together, have it ready to go for the spring rains. You don't want to go get the stuff in a couple months and not have everything all set up, or the prices have gone up higher and you miss the spring rains. So if you're looking at rain catchment, you want to get that stuff now because it's winter time. A lot of people aren't going out to get the water tanks, the piping, all that type of stuff. So you can have all that set aside, ready to go. It's not going to go bad in the next 2 months just sitting in your shed or sitting in your house. But be prepared, be ready to get that assembled, put together. And like I said, the spring rains are just around the corner. Some of you only get rains during the spring, not rain year round like here in Arkansas. So be ready, be prepared, get ready, get what you need now, not tomorrow. And with that, have a great night. The weekend is ready to go. Don't be lazy. Get things done. Remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be. Enjoy your night.